Have you ever sat in a room full of people and felt like you were the only one seeing the truth? Imagine you're a senior in high school. You've worked for 3 years to be at the top of your class. You have a scholarship waiting for you, the kind of opportunity that changes your family's future forever. But then, you realize that the person everyone admires, the person about to receive the school's highest honor, is hiding a secret. A secret that would disqualify them instantly. If you speak up, you lose your friends, you risk your reputation, and you might even lose that scholarship in the fallout. If you stay silent, a lie wins, and an honest student loses their chance. What would you do? Today, we're looking at the day Leo decided that his future wasn't worth more than his integrity. If stories that teach real lessons about character and courage matter to you, consider subscribing to Tales That Teach. We're glad you're here. This story takes place at Oak Ridge High, a school where success at any cost had quietly become the unofficial motto. At the center of it all was Leo, a quiet, hard-working student who lived by a different code. Leo wasn't the loudest person in the room, but he was the most observant. This is a story about the weight of a single decision and why standing up for what is right is often the hardest and most important thing you will ever do. Leo was a month away from graduation. He was the runner-up for the Visionary Scholarship, a full-ride award given to the student who best exemplified leadership and academic honesty. The front-runner was Marcus, the school's star athlete and a straight-A student. Everyone loved Marcus. One afternoon, while working late in the computer lab, Leo found a flash drive left behind. Thinking it belonged to a friend, he plugged it in to check the owner's name. Instead of a name, he found a folder labeled Final Exams. Inside were the answer keys for every major test for the last 2 years. And the metadata on the files? It belonged to Marcus. Leo's heart sank. He realized that the person he and the entire school admired had cheated his way to the top. This meant the scholarship wasn't being earned. It was being stolen. For 3 days, Leo couldn't sleep. He knew that if he reported Marcus, the school board would launch an investigation. Because Marcus's father was a major donor to the school, the backlash would be immense. People would accuse Leo of snitching just to get the scholarship for himself. He could be ostracized, or worse, the administration might try to sweep it under the rug to avoid a scandal, leaving Leo as the villain. He looked at his mother, who worked 2 jobs to support them. That scholarship was her dream, too. If he spoke up and things went wrong, he could lose everything. But then, Leo thought about Sarah. Sarah was another student who had worked tirelessly, staying up until 2 a.m. every night. But because her grades were just a fraction lower than Marcus's, she was being passed over for opportunities she truly deserved. Leo realized that silence wasn't being neutral. Silence was an act of protection for a lie. On Friday morning, Leo walked into the principal's office. He didn't bring anger. He brought the flash drive and a heavy heart. He told the truth, knowing exactly what it might cost him. The next week was the hardest of his life. The news leaked. Friends stopped talking to him. People whispered in the halls that he was jealous. Even some teachers looked at him with disappointment, wishing the problem had never been brought to light. But as the investigation unfolded, the evidence was undeniable. Marcus confessed. Leo didn't end up getting a hero's parade. In fact, the school was quiet about the whole thing. But something else happened. The scholarship was eventually awarded to Sarah, the student who had actually earned it. And Leo? He felt a weight lift off his shoulders that no amount of money could buy. The lesson here is simple but profound. Integrity isn't about doing the right thing when everyone is watching. It's about doing the right thing when you have everything to lose. We often think standing up for what's right will result in immediate rewards. Sometimes it results in sacrifice, but living with a clean conscience is the only way to truly be free. When you stand up for the truth, you aren't just protecting a rule. You are protecting the value of hard work for everyone else. Leo went on to a different college, funded by smaller grants and his own hard work. He says he wouldn't change a thing. He learned that your reputation is what others think of you, but your character is who you actually are. Always choose character. If this story inspired you, share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever had to stand up for something even when it was difficult? We'd love to hear your experience, and if you enjoy stories that teach meaningful lessons, please like this video and subscribe to Tales That Teach. Thank you for watching, and remember, one person standing for the truth can change the world for someone else.